Hello everyone and welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa and thank you so much for joining me today. Our theme this week is families and communities. But before we start today's lesson, it is very important for us to sanitize. Now remember, we sanitize so that we can stay safe and very far from coronavirus. Make sure that your hands are dry before you touch anything else. Well done. Today's lesson is all about counting. Let's take a look at our first exercise on page 10. On this page, you can see that we have some numbers to count, and they are really big numbers, but I trust you. I know that you can count them by yourselves. So you are going to count. Remember to point at the number that you are counting and also to take your time. You are going to use the number line at the top to answer number 1. For number 2, however, I think you might need my help. So let's take a look at the board. Now, when we are talking about before, we mean that it is the number in front of the number we have been given. So I am a number and we want to find out what is before me. Just like how if I say our number is 10, then what is standing before 10? Yes, it is the number 9. And what if I said, find the number before 15? Which one would you say? Yes, well done, grade 3s. We would say 14. So remember, when we're talking about numbers before, it is the number that is standing in front. Then, when we are talking about after, we have the numbers behind. So let's take a look at the numbers here. If I said, what is the number standing behind 3? We would say it is the number 4, standing behind number 3. What about if I said, what is the number that comes after 18? We would say the number that's standing behind 18 is 19. So, now that you know the difference, I'm sure you'll be able to do your exercise on page 10. Let's take a look at our exercise again. On this exercise, we have number 6. And number 6 is asking you to write the names of these numbers. Not the numbers, because they are already there. We want the names of these numbers. And when you are writing them, take your time. Find the correct spelling and write it out neatly so that we can see what is going on. I hope you'll be able to do this exercise and make sure that when you're doing it, check if your answers are correct. Have fun. Did you finish your exercise? I hope you did, and I hope you answered every question. Now, let us take a look at another exercise on page 11. On page 11, we're going to continue counting, but this time we're going to count in different ways. The first column that you can see in blue is asking us to count in 2s. Now, I'm going to help you and you're going to do it with me as well. Let's take a look at my table. On my table, I have a red counter and a blue counter. The blue one is going to be our answer, and the red one is going to be our continuous counting. Now we are counting in twos. So we're going to start by, of course, the first number, which is 1, and then 2. So which number are you going to write? Very good. You are going to write the number 2, and so am I. There we go. I have my 2 on the board. Do you have your 2 in your booklet? Very good. Now we continue to count. Because we know that our answer is already done, we continue from the last number that we said. So we said 2, 3, 4. So what is our answer? Yes, our answer is 4. So you are going to write in the next box the number 4. Very good. Let's continue to count. Let's set our counters again. 4, 5, 6. So which number are we going to write? Well done, clever, grade 3s. Yes, we're going to write the number 6. Now the rest, I'm sure you can do by yourself. Let's move on to counting in threes. Take a look at your exercise. We have a column that says counting in threes. So we're going to do the first 3 together. That means I need to add another red counter. Let's take a look at the next one. So we have now how many? 2 red counters, and then we have our answer counter. So we are going to start just like how we started with twos. We're going to start from the beginning, which is our number 1. So we're going to say 1, 2, 3. So the first number we are going to write is 3. Did you write your 3? Well done. Let us now continue. 3, 4, together grade 3s, 5, 6. So which number are we writing? We are writing the number 6. Well done. Nice big fat 6 there. And then let's continue. 6, 7, 8, 9. So which number are we writing? We are writing 9. Well done, grade 3s. Good job. The rest you can do by yourself. And it's almost the same thing on the next page, page 12. We are continuing with our counting, but this time instead of 2 or 3, we are counting in 4s. Oh, that is a big number. Thank goodness we have more counters. So I'm going to add another red counter to our collection. Now we have 3 red counters and 1 answer counter. Let's do this together. As always, we start from 1. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we write our number 4. There we go. Oopsies. Let's move on. We have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we are going to write which number? Yes, we're writing the number 8. Make sure that your 8 looks beautiful, grade 3s. Sometimes our 8s look a bit funny, but try hard to make sure that you shape your 8 nicely. Let's move on. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we are going to write the number 12. Well done. And the rest, I'm sure you can do by yourselves. Now remember, you can use anything for counters. You can use forks or spoons, anything that is a lot, stones as well, so that you'll be able to get your answers. Make sure you make one a little bit different, just like how I have my blue answer counter. Let's now move on to the last one. Let's take a look at our exercise. It is asking us now to count in fives. Wow, 5 is a big number, but we'll be able to do it together, which means I must now add another red counter. And now I have 4 continuous counters and 1 answer counter. So let's do it together. Remember, we start with 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we are going to write our number 5. Very good. Let's continue. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's write our number 10. Very good. Well done. And let's do the last one together. I want to hear you counting. I can hear you. Trust me, I can hear you. Let's go. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. There we go. So we have done the first 3 for all of these numbers, counting in 2s, counting in 3s, counting in 4s, and counting in 5s. The rest, I'm sure you can do by yourself. And don't forget to have fun. I hope you really enjoyed that exercise. I did. And I hope that you are going to make your counters. Remember, you can use anything for your counters. These are bottle tops. Now that we are done with our exercise, it is time for us to sanitize. Remember, it's very important to sanitize after every exercise. I can see someone creeping up. Hello, Zashi. I'm sure he was also making his own counters as well. So, from Zashi and I, we would like to say goodbye.